HYC Doesta, you're now rocking with Nolazine, you hear me?
This episode is brought to you by the Loyalty Club, one of the hottest brands out, where they keep their items limited and only for the loyal few. Check us out online at theloyaltyclub.us, or if you're in the New Orleans area, you can check us out at our flagship store, 841 Fulton Street. You already know what time it is. Only for the loyal few, club time.
Okay, so I'm like, tell her where you from?
You know, the 15 wall, man, 1.5, you know what I'm saying? Fisher Project, the bricks, you hear me? Second home, Algiers, Clintonville, you hear me? I'm on the whole west side, move around, you know what I'm saying?
So for a person who like never been to the Fisher or the west side of New Orleans, tell them how I go down over there.
Oh, it's up there, you know what I'm saying? Good place to be though, you know what I'm saying? You got some good people. If you know how to maneuver, move around, you know what I'm saying? Networking, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? You got the whole lot of different homies doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm the Fisher food era, you hear me? The bricks, you know what I'm saying? So that's a little something different. They hit a little different, you hear me? So then most people know what that is.
Gotcha.
You know what that means. You know?
So I was going to ask someone a question. You know, it was in the 90s, but the worst time in the Fisher. You know,
yeah.
I used to tell people I was scared to go in the Fisher, and I thought Candyman was back there. My mom used to drop me off, and they had like mattresses all in the hall. I mean, in the little like stairway part with the gates.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, like,
Maury Henderson Fisher days. You hear me?
Like, you know, what is your greatest memory of the old Fisher?
The unity, you know what I'm saying? Like the old roots. You know what I'm saying? You could go by everybody. You might leave this coat, go on the next coat. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the breezeways, going from the dark side to the light side. You know what I'm saying? Before they knocked out like 8-pack down and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Just moving around. You know what I'm saying? It's different now though.
Gotcha. And another question on that too, because you know, a lot of people have it crazy, but like have misunderstanding about it. But like back in the day, you know, I heard, you know, people from the Fisher, and when they went to jail, they had to really like, you know, hold it down and prove, like, you know, but we really are these Paris and we.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you know that's a little. But you know, when I hear dudes say that, you hear me? That let me know they let me know they local jokers. Let me know they don't even move around the city, cause that's like if I'm saying I'm from downtown. If I don't hit every part of downtown, I don't really move around. I don't know about downtown like somebody. So if you from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to know what's Orleans Parish. You supposed to know what's New Orleans and what's not New Orleans. So when they say that, I already know their IQ. You hear me? They stay in the area. You know what I'm saying?
But the crazy part is, if anybody was really outside, early 90s, mid 90s, and late 2000s, like, if you couldn't actually, go in a lot of them projects unless you really knew somebody.
Oh, you had to be official.
You had to be stamped. Somebody had to stamp you.
Yeah, you had to be official because the networking, like right now, the net is not like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not like it is right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you had very few people moving around like that. Now everybody move around. Everybody affiliated with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So then at one time, they ain't used to go here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the city moving and shaking right now. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely had to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? You better.
So, for yourself, growing up, and who influenced you to actually become one of the music artists?
Man, the Fisher Fools, man, my cousin Sprout. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. That's who put me. I used to freestyle all the time. You know what I'm saying? Going and messing with him, he used to be like, man, you gotta start writing. I ain't never used to write. So I went to the Feds, you know what I'm saying? Did a long stretch in the Feds. So when I was in the Feds, I started writing, you know what I'm saying? They gave me 16 in 3 months. Did 14 and a half on that. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, but he died while I was doing time, you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to talk to him, tell my dude I love him and everything, because I knew he was dying at the time. So, you know, I keep that in mind, keep that in memory when I really just be doing what I be doing, you know what I'm saying? I kind of do it with his spirit attached to it, you know what I'm saying? So it's more than me just doing it, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it with a, you know what I'm saying, some type of purpose behind it, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So, you know, also, I want you to kind of explain, you know, because a lot of people don't know, what's the difference from the state and the Feds?
Well, the Feds, man, the state, you know, it's less politics. They still have politics, but the Fed's more militant. It's more, you know what I'm saying, more organized. You're dealing with the whole world. Like, so if you go to Angola, or if you go to Hunts, or if you go to Lula, you know, you might deal with a few outside people, but when you hit the Feds, you're dealing with the whole world. You're dealing with overseas, you're dealing with Africans, you know what I'm saying? Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? Mexicans, every set of Mexicans you could talk about, every set of blacks you could talk about, every gang you talk, everything you ever heard about, you know what I'm saying? I was on the compound with John Gotti, brother, you know what I'm saying? I was on the compound with a lot of everybody you can name, you know what I'm saying? Southwest T, you know what I'm saying? Me and Southwest T used to rough shoulders real hard, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of homies from the city, a bunch of legends from New York, California, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, St. Louis, everywhere.
So, like, you know, do you think actually going to the Feds actually like helped you, like, you know, ever build some real like strong relationships?
Man, definitely. I remember my wings spread when I hit the Feds, you know what I'm saying? I hit the Feds networking them, you know what I'm saying? I could have been on some local, you know what I'm saying? I'm from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the way my mind works, you know what I'm saying? I understand. So I got in the network and moved around and everything else. I rubbed shoulders, made relationships, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely did that. That was important right there.
Yeah, but, you know, but I heard the Feds different. You know, when you go to the Feds, you know, if it ain't about no new, you know, if I'm from New Orleans, I'm from the fish. It's more like if I'm from Louisiana.
Yeah, you know, I'd have been on compound where, you know, it get, you know what I'm saying? You had the inner city thing still going on, but for the most part, when you dealing with whole states, you know what I'm saying? You got Texas, you got every other state. There's Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? Right. So you already know when you hit the compound, the homies gonna greet you. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? So now if you go to one of them low Feds, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things weed through that. When you hit the real Feds, you know what I'm saying? You got to have that paperwork, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know, just put it like this. I'd have been on the yard, you know what I'm saying? They know they know what's up with me in the Feds. I was rocking in them, you know what I'm saying? But I was on some man time. I was on some real solid, you know what I'm saying? So, but on some real New Orleans time. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana time. Because I could just say I'm from New Orleans, but at the same time, I ain't so closed-minded to where I'm just from New Orleans. I know one thing. I'm dealing with states, so I'm from Louisiana at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't like to still be from Louisiana. We're from New Orleans. But when you get in the Fed, that's how they going to recognize you. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to know all the stamp, though.
You know, going to the Feds, I always wanted to ask someone who actually, who was actually in the Feds with like Big Meech, Auntie, like, and when you first saw them walking through the compound, how did everybody treat them?
Well, you know, man, they be suckers in the Feds, but I ain't gonna lie. You got some real men being there, but you got some suckers being there. They got some, you know what I'm saying? Everybody won't be, put it like this. I ran across a lot of dudes wasn't who people thought they were. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about man time. I ain't talking about when you got 1,000 people behind you and you got your bag right. You know what I'm saying? But when they take your bag and they take your crew, then that's how I grade you. You know what I'm saying? How you walk on your own. How you stand on your own, what you stand for on your own, you know what I'm saying? So I ran across a lot of dudes, bro, you know what I'm saying? From up north, down south, Midwest, and everything, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, man, who they, you know, people think they is, but at the same time, you know, that's their business, you know what I'm saying? But you know, like T was side a real laid back dude. He got hated just because he was BMF, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he was hating on T.
Yeah, you know, they hated on dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because just, you don't even know dudes. So I sit back and watch, you know what I'm saying? But I watched that with a lot of different dudes, not just him, dude. You know what I'm saying? You don't know dude, but see, dudes be threatened. You know what I'm saying? They feel threatened by anybody that's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody won't be somebody. They flying spaceships in the field. You know what I'm saying?
They already mad at him before he touched the yard. Like, man,
yeah, you know
I heard of him, but
yeah, man, dude, 100 good people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And the crazy part is, you know, people in jail just got that survival mentality, but a lot of people in the Feds, they can actually bless your game on the streets and change your life.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're gonna run across, you know what I'm saying? If you keep a closed mind, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna walk out with a closed hand. You know what I'm saying? So that's real talk. Me, I be networking. You know what I'm saying? I'm a networker, me. I'm universal. They be like, where you from? I'm from everywhere.
So I'm gonna say, if I interviewed Wall Street Trapper, he said he learned, you know, if the greatest thing in the Feds. So I wanna know, I'm like, what do you, if like being in the Feds, I'm like, what have you learned in that?
Man, I got trees and everything, man. I could build a house. You know what I'm saying? I got well, you know what I'm saying? I know business, I know how to drop a business plan, I know how to run a business, I know about LLCs, parent companies, chef companies, you know what I'm saying? I know they might look at me like, oh, he just a street. I used to be that, you know what I'm saying? That's still in me, but at the same time, I done built, you know what I'm saying? I didn't got my, you know, I done lined them dots up, cross them T's, you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
So
You know what I'm saying? I done been with some millionaires. I done been on the compound with Steve Madden. You know what I'm saying? I gave him some of the best games. You know what I'm saying? On the business level, just you know what I'm saying? On some real business, how you run a business. Yeah, it lays me up like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I had a closed mind, I wouldn't have them conversations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because some people will probably go to the feds and look at them dudes like, and it just be fans. And wouldn't even just have a conversation like, man, that's your boy.
But you know, a lot of dudes, they do that like right now. It's in the city like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why even with the music thing is the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? But you got dudes that might feel like, oh, he think he, you know what I'm saying? Everybody won't be better than everybody. Everybody won't be harder than everybody. You know what I'm saying? When actually in real life, you know what I'm saying? Your character gonna speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? How you carry yourself, what you speak out your mouth, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I tell people like all the time, like you don't want to be the hardest, because the hardest gonna get you killed.
Yeah,
like,
you know.
Like people feel threatened, they gonna come for you.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's a cold-blooded game, man. You know what I'm saying?
I be like, you always want to be the smartest person.
Yeah.
You want to move smart. Like the whole game is about survival and like who lasts the longest.
Definitely, you know what
But
I'm saying?
but I don't think nobody actually giving these young kids the advice that they need, because they all crashing out.
You gotta be a fox, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, because when I was young, they couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was wild and I was to the floor. You know what I'm saying? From the streets to the feds. When I first the feds, I was the same way. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, for each his own. But this is a new era, so you know they moving and shaking how they move. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to take what come with that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them, they want it, but they really don't know what come with it. You know what I'm saying?
But I still say, you know, even back in the early '90s, early 2000s, they still had older dudes gave advice to the youngsters that was in the streets. Like, you know, like I don't think that no one gives them advice at all.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, everybody, you know what I'm saying? If you don't come up through the proper channels and the proper chain links, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna show. So when you see a dude this, or you see a dude that means he skipped over 9 times out of 10 he skipped that chain link. So everybody OGs right now. Everybody like that. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but guess what? Time ain't gonna tell if you like that. Time ain't gonna tell if you're OGs. Time ain't gonna tell, because guess what? It's gonna show. That link that you skipped over, that you trying to put on your chest, that's where you're gonna lose. That's gonna be your demise. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what's happening in this era right now. You know what I'm saying?
This era shocks me every week. Like, you know, I've seen some real, like street dudes that I looked up to and respected came home or just came out of nowhere and started doing interviews and telling things that I would never think people would see on the internet.
Yeah, you know, some things don't even supposed to be talked about. You know what I'm saying?
And like I tell people for my platform, I'm a firm believer what happens in the streets stay in the streets and should never touch the internet. So I'm not going to do the interview with you, but I still don't think so many people should be doing none of them interviews at all.
Yeah, got to. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, you got to be careful what you say out your mouth, all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? That's like even if, you know, somebody might bring up, you know what I'm saying? Since, you know, I'm in the music, somebody might bring up somebody to do music. All you got to do is listen to what people say. Listen to what the other artists say. Listen to what they say. So they're going to tell you what type of person he is. Better when you don't even know. You might ain't, you understand, they don't even know dude. They ain't never even rub shoulders with dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you say out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's going to tell you what their character like. You know what I'm saying? If you hating, guess what? It's going to show. Everybody going to see it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
And it's a whole lot of haters out here, even more than people want to see you win.
Man, come on, man. So, listen, man. It's a whole, listen. The haters they the ones trick the game. They the ones, you know what I'm saying, put all the, you know what I'm saying, the bad railroads in the game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you gotta have a vision. That's why I said you got to know the game.
Because there's a whole lot of people trying to like encourage others to feel the same way about you.
Yeah, well, you know, me, I'm most hated like that. I'm used to that. You know, I come up, you know what I'm saying? I'm a frontliner, that's for sure. So one thing I know about frontliners, boy, you're gonna be hated. If you worry about that, then you really ain't no frontliner, because, you know, the chatter gonna stay in the back. You know what I'm saying? But you get on the front line with that, then that's a whole different ball game. 9 times out of 10, it don't be no front line game. So, you know, that's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? That come with it. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, Either it's something you doing or something. And majority of the time, it really be your character. It really be what you stand on. You know what I'm saying? It really be how you move. You know what I'm saying? That's what other dudes really be wanting to do that they don't be having, so they'll envy you for that. You ain't even gotta have nothing. You could be broke. You could be whatever. But boy, let you be real. Guess what? They gonna hate you for that. If you stand on anything, they gonna hate you for that. Cause guess what? You got something that they ain't got. It ain't in their heart. It ain't in their walk. You know what I'm saying?
So do you have any brand new music coming up?
Man, definitely, man. Everything I put out in number buzz music, man. Man, I'm telling you, I'm about to drop a single called "Let a Gangster Hit" to shoot a video. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Zay told me it's hit. You heard me? Got the peep at Epic trying to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm about to get to the flow with it. You know what I'm saying? I had a little setback. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to get to the flow with it. I got a lot of music. I'm stacked up. And guess what? What they don't know is I'm sitting on them books too. You know what I'm saying? I got 14 books. So the pen game is real. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop an LP and I'm going to drop a book with the LP. You know what I'm saying? Penitentiary Chances.
And do you have any features coming up?
Yeah, I got some features coming up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And I'm still trying to get some more features. You know what I'm saying? I like people who I feel like passionate about it. Who, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna give it a different blend from me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't really be on no group at time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm definitely coming with it, though. I got that smoke. You know what I'm saying? The music gonna speak for itself.
Gotcha. So what separates you from like every other music artist out there?
It's real life. Real life, I ain't rapping. You know, a lot of people, a lot of dudes, they rapping about, they're trying to make it sound good. I could put a bunch of bars together to make it sound good. Bam, 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 bam. The money swag, blam, blam. You know, the bag, you know, the chicks blue. I can make it sound good, you know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, is it believable? You know what I'm saying? Is what you're saying believable more than anything? You know what I'm saying? And you can make a hit song, it could be cool and it could be good. But at the same time, one thing about it, my music believable. You know what I'm saying? I'm authentic. I'm original. And then guess what? I ain't fighting nobody trunk. I ain't trying to rap like nobody. I ain't trying to, you hear me? I don't care what changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my stamp on it. My stamp's so original and so potent. Guess what? It's gonna automatic stem and steam by itself. You know what I'm saying? I got my own style. I do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I could be from New Orleans and say, no, I'm gonna follow New Orleans wave and switch my flow up a little bit. I wouldn't even be real or be original. I'd be a follower doing it. You know what I'm saying? Cause they ain't me. So guess what? I'm gonna give them Doesta. You know what I'm saying? That real straight, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So being in the music industry for it right now, like, what do you enjoy most about it, and like, what do you also hate about it?
Well, you know, what I enjoy about it, I like making music, period, because I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? That's creating. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize that you could create, you know what I'm saying? Because I create in different ways, you know what I'm saying, in different lanes. But on the music level, I could create, if I could write a song and put a song together and make it seem like a story, or if I could story tell, or if I could put the hook in 8 bars, the hook in 12, you know what I'm saying, and form this song with the beat, you know what I'm saying? I like to see it come together, you know what I'm saying? I like to watch it come together. So when it come together, you play it back, you be like, you know what, that's one of my babies right there. You know what I'm saying? That's something you did. You know what I'm saying? And it's detailed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just throw it away, ain't nothing you just rush, it's like a song. You know what I'm saying? It could actually be a song. You know what I'm saying? The delivery. You know what I'm saying? Your content. You know what I'm saying? What you're saying. If you're going somewhere in a song. You know what I'm saying? You could tell the people that's just throwing words together, trying to rhyme, make it sound good, and the people that really, because it's gonna have a feel behind it. It's gonna have a hit behind it.
Gotcha. So I want to ask you another thing. You know, since you actually met Southwest T and J-Bo and all them, I'm gonna ask you, why you think that, you know, in New Orleans, it be like, you know, if we never created nothing, it be like close to like a BMF or like a big organization that could just last throughout the whole state.
Local jokers, man, never had one hit. We local jokers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100, cause we gonna be. I'm talking about within ourselves. I ain't talking about as in moving around. Cause listen, you know what I'm saying? They gonna ride the wave on some out of towners. That's like right now. You got a bunch of homies in this right now doing their thing. You hear me? Guess what? As far as what the town, you know what I'm saying? watch how they move. But you let an outsider come in, they gonna turn into groupers. I done seen real niggas turn into groupers. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I'm talking about, listen.
If I see something down here, I thought I'd never see.
Listen, bro.
I saw dudes that try to kill each other every day, be in the same section
Man,
with a celebrity, and like play it cool, as long as they in that section.
Man, I'm telling you, man, for real.
I never thought I'd see that.
Listen, I already know what it is. You hear me? I'm telling you, listen. Because one thing about it is, you could listen. I showed you a contract. You know what I'm saying? I showed you a contract from a real contract,
right, yeah,
$1 million contract. I turned it down. You know what I'm saying? But if I was a groupie, I would have been, you know what, I ain't like that. Cause guess what? First of all, what I understand is this. I ain't just trying to be out here talking about, I'm signed. No. That paperwork, let's show that paperwork right. That paperwork work, cause guess what? I'm pushing HYC. So if you're gonna put me on, guess what? You gotta have HYC got to be in the paperwork. Cause guess what? I need a distribution. You know what I'm saying? Your money gotta really be, you hear me? Like, yeah, for me to say, okay, I'm gonna come back, put that on the back, and then come back for that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The paperwork, I'm in talks right now. I didn't turn deals down because it wasn't right. Because I know one thing. I signed for $1 million. Guess what? I gotta pay taxes. $500 for this. So when it all brought down and I gotta get my wardrobe, I gotta step the pole every day. Every time I step out, I gotta be what? I'm left with $100 or something.
Yeah, but if they give you $1 million, like artists don't know that. And the crazy part is, even if they give you $1 million,
and you in the hole,
you gonna owe about $8 million.
And you in the hole.
You really know. Like, I don't think they get like people think you can buy your if they give you $1 million, you gotta get them $1 million back.
Yeah,
you don't work like that.
Listen, you gonna be in the hole, and guess what? Everything they gonna give you gonna be in the house. So guess what? They really running the game on you. You know what I'm saying?
But the crazy part is, it's the same thing like I told you earlier. But all the label doing is going and get one. I'm like bank loan.
Yeah, give me a distribution, man.
And they gonna tax you on the bank loan.
Give me a
distribution. And the same thing. If you can go get for yourself.
Everybody like, man, I would have signed it. I know. Guess what? I know you would have signed it. You would have signed it. Get what? You would have been one of them dudes saying, "No, what? I'm trying to get out of my deal, man." Get what? Your money would have been ran out. Or because guess what? You are gonna have to shake with that little $100 and something you got. And if you ain't no hustler, that $100 and something gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey, but 100,000
ain't nothing.
But these days ain't the same 100,000 it was about 10, 15 years ago.
That 100,000 ain't nothing, man. Listen,
you can't even get a house down in New Orleans.
You get that 100,000. Listen, you get that 100,000. Guess what? You better have some income coming in. Because if you ain't got no income, if you ain't creating no revenue, guess what? That 100,000 about to turn into 90. That 90 about to turn into 60.
And the first person, if a person give you 100 bands and you never seen anything over 10,000, you gonna spend that in the first year.
Yeah, you gotta be able to manage the money.
Because also it's gonna be people coming around. You gonna be trying to take care of them. You want a chain. You want a car. You want the lifestyle.
You gonna have to know how to do it. Because guess what? One thing about it, you can't do it by yourself. You hear me? You got to have your team. So you got to know how to. I gotta have this money circulating. You hear me? And coming in and moving how it's supposed to move. So I can make sure my team moving how they moving. You hear me? I'm taking care of my people that's supposed to be with me. Everything else, you have to know that out the gate before you even jump in the deal. Because when you jump in the deal, first time. Everybody really usually learn their first time when they fail. So I ain't trying to get no deal and fail my first time in no deal.
I tell people,
come on, man.
If the first deal, people usually get fucked. And you gonna like if them 360s, it was really just to hold your name.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times, the people put you on a shelf.
Yeah, man.
On a shelf you.
I done been all around, bro. You hear me? I done been all around. I don't do no grouping, nothing. I don't do none of that. I don't care who you is. You could be the top. You hear me? That's what I'm gonna treat the. You heard me? Nobody like somebody, I'm gonna treat you like a man. I'm gonna deal with you like a man. You cannot, and one thing, I don't care who you can't deal with me. No other way than that. I don't care what you feel like your status is. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that, that's what you're gonna realize, know what, I'm dealing with a different type of dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by you gonna really know what they're standing on. You know what I'm saying?
There are a lot of people that really idolize people too much.
Man,
like,
come on.
Human beings, like, I can't, like, I was just talking to someone, I'm like, dang, they got people really ever name their child after a celebrity. Like, a lot of that stuff be weird to me, but I guess everybody move a different way.
Yeah, that's going too far right there. He really,
like, but I treat celebrities, I talk shit like I'm talking to a regular person.
Yeah,
I might tell you something even more crazy.
Yeah, real talk.
But a lot of people just be idolizing people too much and be looking like real groupies.
Man, that's all. I just call them groupies. You know what I'm saying? You got groupies in the music game. You got groupies in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You got it's all the same. Cause it's like this here. If you ain't really, you know what I'm saying? One thing about me. You ain't gonna never. You know what I'm saying? Catch me hating on no dude. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting to see the homies doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we don't if it's something with us, then you know it is what it is. But I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm a salute because like right now. They got the little thing going talking about why this can happen. Because y'all already know why y'all can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a chief.
And also, the game has changed. Everybody think that this shit don't cost no money.
Man, it costs money, bro.
Like a lot of rappers, rappers now, because if no one had that, had been a rapper 15 years ago. Music videos costing over 7 to 10 bands.
It costs money, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to have you got to be to study the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of dudes, they get in the game, they don't even know the game, the rap game. They call it the rap game, but it's really hip hop. So you got to know the hip hop that turned into the rap game, that turned into you got to know where you come from. If you get into it, you got to know where you come from. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You got to know where you come from.
And so tell us actually, I'm like, what's next for you?
Man, I'm about to get to it, man. I'm about to be driving everywhere. I'm about to be releasing this new music, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this LP. I got a new video coming out, a new single coming out called Let a Gangster Hit. I guarantee y'all gonna hear it. You hear me? Strip clubs, you hear me? Yeah, I'm not one dimensional. I like to hit them so look. Soon as they picture and think I'm one dimensional, they gonna be like, man, ain't no dude coming like that. Then I'm gonna switch it. I ain't no dudes coming like that. I ain't no dude well-rounded. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure they get that well-rounded picture first. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. And also, last but not least, tell the world, what can they find you at on social media and on everywhere else?
Man, HYC Doesta everything, man. See what I'm saying? You can follow me on the gram at HYC _Doesta _. You know what I'm saying? HYC Doesta, I'm a pop-up, period. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Man, shout out to my dog, you heard me? Hick, a.k.a. Hickavelli, HYC, man, you know what it is. Keep your head up, man. You up there in the mountains, man, you heard me? Free my dog, he be home soon. You know what I'm saying? HYC, man, you know what it is.
If you ain't doing an interview with Nolazine, what you doing an interview for?